Hello, fabulous Aquarius. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of September 2015, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an important and beautiful month it is for you in love for a lot of different reasons. And the main reason is Venus. Venus will go direct early this month. So Venus will stand still in the sky and move forward in the first week of the month. And this is happening while and sort of shortly around the same time that Mars in your opposite sign as well will be speaking in supreme harmony with your ruling planet Uranus. So Venus has been touring your opposite sign, bringing with it lots of lessons in love, heightened passion, heightened understanding that actually partnership is something that you want and you want to strengthen as well. And what we also have happening right about now, Mars entering the picture as well. Mars entered last month, entered the picture, adding an added sense of passion, of motivation, and of a desire to have the experience of partnership that is active and engaging. So as we are in the early part of the month, do pay attention to your life, because what is taking place will in some way hearken to what was happening in late June. Venus will be returning to standing still and going forward at the exact spot that she was in towards the end of June of this year, 2015. So make sure that you are paying attention. I remember at that time I said, take notes. If you watch the weekly horoscopes especially, I said, jot some things down. You will return to them. And so this is going to be your moment. This is going to be your time to start returning to them as well. And what I really love is because we have this very harmonious conversation taking place, it does look like there's going to be some clarity that comes forward. There are going to be some clearer answers that come forward, certainly. But ultimately, of all the signs to actually really like the answers that happen, it is certainly you. You are the one who seems very delighted by the changes and the progress and the new information that is revealed. And so, yes, Venus retrograde, you don't always get the full picture. You don't always realize there may be pieces missing, but it can actually work out a lot better than you anticipated. And this is one of those examples where things actually work out a lot better than you had anticipated. So if you are in an established bond, I think that this Venus retrograde season probably reawakened your love for this person, made you more aware of where it was that if there have been any challenges in the past, where it was that you were participating, where it is that you don't want to participate in that anymore, and helped you to come up with strategies to create greater harmony between you and your partner. And so now going forward, it looks like, and I do think in the first 2 weeks of this particular month, I think that your partner is very likely to surprise you, delight you, and this should be very heartwarming all around. Also, I gotta say, with the eclipse happening in the middle of the month, this eclipse that's taking place could actually be really great. If you are in a committed relationship, this could speak very powerfully to your spouse's income. So again, if you're in a relationship where you think this is my partner, this is my spouse, or whatever you want to call it, but you know that this is commitment and that you have that shared life, then you will benefit from, if it's just somebody you're getting to know and they start making more money, it doesn't really apply. It's only if you are in this committed bond with this person and they have more money, they're very likely to either get a raise or change their source of income, and it ends up being a whole lot more prosperous and you feel a whole lot better about it as well. They're able to contribute that much more. And so it looks like for your partner, good financial news all around, especially as we approach the middle of the month. Those of you who are dating somebody, getting to know somebody, I mean, this is going to be like a whole other, especially if you met this person right around the Venus shadow or the Venus retrograde. This is going to be that whole other element that I think you'll be more surprised than just about anybody else, depending on, other people of your sign. If you're just dating somebody or getting to know somebody, this really is going to be a whole other curveball. But again, there's a lot of positivity with this. So it doesn't look like it has a huge impact. It doesn't look like it's so very bad. It actually looks like ultimately it works very much to your advantage, or it looks like it's something that either doesn't really matter or amuses you. It just amuses you, like, oh wow, I didn't realize that about you. And it might be that it's a really big thing to them, but for you it ends up not being that big a thing. It just ends up being a cute thing or an amusing thing or a delightful thing. For those of you who are open to meeting somebody new, I think that Venus going direct should help you tremendously. Venus going direct now will help you to finally understand something about yourself, about where you are in love and why, how available you are in love and why. And this is really going to help you to get that burst of clarity so you start to understand, okay, what was, what you didn't understand, and now where you are in terms of moving forward. And so if you are open to meeting somebody new, you know, I actually think that this is very likely going to speak to in the early part of the month. If there has been somebody in the past you haven't totally let go, or they're, you know, still sort of, there's some feelings there, some desire to resolve things that haven't been fully met, this may be, and especially in the early part of the month, some new information you learn about this person that really ends up being a game changer. So whether you learn it from them or whether it is you learn it through other means, you get some news that really helps you to realize that maybe you were thinking along a whole other storyline that wasn't close to being accurate. And so this is going to help you to move forward that much more with a sense of relief and a sense of openness to the love that is in the world for you. What I love about this month for you is that there's a focus on heart, there's a focus on possibility, and there's a focus on pleasant surprises. The surprises that come now really do seem to delight you. So welcome the information, however it is that it finds you. You may well find that when things don't go as expected or things aren't as expected, that actually can be a really great thing.